Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Bryson, or otherwise known as Ruziic, and today one of you guys is another story time with Ruziic on my channel. Now, before we go on with this story time with Ruziic, I just want to thank you guys so much because we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. It actually blows my mind because less than a week ago, I did my 9,000 subscriber Q&A, and we have been gaining subscribers like crazy. I go to sleep with like 9,100 and I wake up with like 9,400. Personally, I don't know where you guys have been coming from, but I just want to thank all of you. If you've been here since 1 subscriber or now, I just want to thank you because it just means the world to me. We're so close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. Ever since I started making YouTube videos, my biggest goal was to hit 10,000 subscribers. Not 1 million, not 100,000, 10,000 subscribers. Mainly because when I started making YouTube videos, 10,000 subscribers was actually a lot back then. But you know, now 10 million's a lot now. So a lot of things have changed. But I'm actually just mind blown on how far we have come on this channel, and I actually cannot put into words what I'm feeling right now. I'll save all of my emotions for my 10,000 subscriber video itself and my Q&A. Another thing I want to point out is I just want to apologize for not uploading this week. A lot of you guys don't know this, but I was really focused on my midterms and I didn't really have time to play video games or make YouTube videos or anything like that. I just had time to study for my midterm, get my grades up, pass, and yeah, all that stuff. If you do not know what a midterm is, it's pretty much just this big test that, you know, you have to do to get your GPA and, you know, all that stuff like that. But yeah, so I really focused on that, but now I'm done with all my midterms until 18 more weeks down the line to where I have to take my finals. But I really don't think we have to worry about that right now. What we do have to worry about right now is the new episode of Storytime with Ruziic. If you guys don't know what Storytime with Ruziic is on my channel, it is my life story series. Pretty much, I tell you past experiences that happened in my life for you guys' entertainment. This is the #1 series on my channel, and so many people have been requesting me to do another one. I did another Storytime with Ruziic last week, and a lot of you guys have been saying to do another one. So yeah, here we go. So before we start this, can you please drop a like and also share this video on Facebook and or Twitter? That would also boost up the channel and the video itself. So this Storytime with Ruziic is the time that I was running away from the cops. Now, if you don't know, I do live in America, so the cops are pretty feisty here, not like you guys in England or Britain or Australia, New Zealand. I actually don't know. The cops are pretty feisty here in America. Those bastards will get away with anything. This story time with Ruziic takes place in my neighborhood, where I live. At this time, it's about 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning. And at this time, me and all of my friends, we're outside the house. And if you don't know, if you are past curfew, the cops do come around the neighborhoods and stuff like that to check if anyone is out, especially people who are under 18. If you are under 18, then you are not allowed to be past curfew. You have to be asleep or in your house in general. Like I said, I'm not sure how it works over there in the other countries, but that's how it works in the United States. Trust me, I'm making that sound really strict, but it's not strict whatsoever. So like I said, it was about 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning, and me and my friends, we're just out in the streets. We all snuck out from my house. We're just doing our own thing. I'm actually not going to use my friends' names in this because I'm not sure if they want to be in a video or not, but I have 5 of my friends with me: Dan, Bob, George's little brother, and Corey, and of course me. We just got back from 7-Eleven. We just got all this food because if you don't know, 7-Eleven is like this corner store. It's like this little drug store, and it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So whatever time you want to go, you can just go. You can just pick up whatever you want. The people at the store actually don't care, and they actually don't have like detectors, so you can walk out with anything. So I've stolen a lot of stuff. Probably shouldn't have said that in a video. So me, Dan, Bob, George's little brother, and Corey, we're just all walking along, and at this point we're at the corner of my neighborhood. My neighborhood has 3 lanes. It's like this big circle and it has 3 lanes. There's a left lane, the middle lane where my house is, and the right lane. So we're just all walking along. We have our food, we have our drinks, we're all ready to go, and at this point we're going to walk back to my house because my house is where it's at. My house is where everybody goes. That is a hangout spot. We're in the middle of the street, we're in this big huddle, and we're just all walking along, we're talking, we're having a great time. So I would say we're walking walking for about 5 minutes or so when we're almost to my house. We still have our drinks, we still have our food, and at this point, I could actually see my house from a distance. My house is probably 10 blocks down, 10 houses down. And in my neighborhood, it's like on a hill, sort of. If you're at one side of the neighborhood, you actually can't look over to the other side. You actually have to keep walking. Well, like I said, we're all in the middle of the street. We're in a big huddle. Now, when we were walking in the neighborhood, there were a couple cars that passed by, you know, people pulling out of their driveways, going somewhere, going wherever they want to go. So we are walking in the middle of the neighborhood, and this car comes from up the hill, and we all didn't really make much of it. We're like, oh, this is just a regular car, nothing to worry about. So me and all my friends, we just walk off to the side. We walk on the sidewalk, and we just keep walking to my house. Well, while we were walking to the sidewalk, suddenly this big burst of sirens just go off, and we look to the car, and there's just red, white, and blue sirens on the car. And at this point, we're freaking out because we had just realized this is a cop. This is a cop that came down the hill, and they're seeing us. They're seeing a big group of guys past curfew. So the car comes screaming down the neighborhood at us, and what are you gonna do? You're just gonna stand there? No, you're not. It seemed like me and all my friends were sharing the same brain because we all dropped our food and we just started running. We did not run towards the police car because, you know, that would be stupid. But we were all trying to make it to my house also. So remember when I said that my neighborhood had 3 lanes? The left lane, the middle lane, and the right lane? In between the left and the middle lane, there are like these little valleys, you could say. There are just these little openings to where just nothing's in there. It's just an empty lane. So all of us, me and all my friends, we run towards the left lane because we know that opening is where we are going to be able to escape. And at this point, the cop is right behind us. And as we're halfway towards that opening, you hear the car just stop and you hear a big earth. We all know when a speeding car just stops out of nowhere, we all know the sound, and that's the exact sound we heard. And right when we heard that, we heard the doors just slam shut. And at this point, we all know that these cops are chasing after us. And we don't know if they have a gun. We don't know if they have a taser. We don't know nothing. But I'm not just gonna sit there and let them take me. I'm gonna keep running. I don't care if I get shot. I don't care if I get a taser in my back. I don't care. I'm gonna take my chances and I'm going to go home. So me and all my friends, we make it to the lane. We just start running down the valley to make it to my house. We're not gonna check if the cop is behind us or not. We cannot risk that. We just start running until we cannot breathe anymore. We run for about a good 3 or 4 minutes. And at this point, we're all not together. I was actually with Dan and Bob. George's little brother, and Corey, they had all just scattered wherever they went. We're all just sitting on the ground, just fixing to pass out because we need air. We need to get some air into our lungs. We are exhausted. The cop apparently stopped chasing after us after we hopped the fence, so that was good. But the only problem was that George's little brother, and Corey, they were all nowhere to be seen. At this point, I don't really care. I just want to get to my house, and Dan and Bob, they want to do the same as well. So I have a clear-cut shot at my house. I look completely straight, and over the fence, I see my house. I could easily just run across it. We're fixing to hop the fence to just get a straight bullet to my house. And as we're fixing to run, the cop car just pulls up. Slowly. I'm talking about a tortoise and a snail mixed together. They were going really, really slow. The police car was just going slowly down the neighborhood with flashlights, just shining it into the grass where we were, trying to find at least one of us. And as Dan, Bob, and I notices, we duck down. We just get an army crawl position. We're not even looking at the police car. We were just ducking our heads, praying that they do not find us. And this grass at the time, it's very tall. I just want to point out that nobody mowed this grass for about, I would say, a year and a half because it's really tall. And I'm surprised that we didn't get bit by a snake or something. But we're laying down for about 10 or 15 minutes. And this car, like I said, is going really, really slow. And it doesn't pass through until 10 or 15 minutes. So Dan, Bob, and I, we all noticed that, you know, they passed through. They're not looking in our general location anymore. They're down the street, but their flashlights are not looking where we are. So we have a one chance, a one opportunity, clear cut down the middle, one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. Eminem shot right to my house, and we take it. We hop the fence and run to my house as fast as we can, and we make it. Personally, I'm not sure how my parents did not hear us, because at this point, me and my friends, we don't care if my parents hear us. We only care if we get in my room and we're safe and sound. That's the only thing that we care about. We clash through my door, we slam our door, we lock it, we run to my room, we shut my door and lock it, and we're all good to go. We're safe. It turned out that George's little brother, and Corey had all gone to Corey's house, and they were all just just set up in their house. We didn't meet up until the next day. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the story. That was the time that I ran away from the police. The popo. To shoot black kids and get away with it, people, yeah, we ran away from them. But the moral of the story is, if you are going to go out, don't go past curfew. Or if you are going to go past curfew, make sure you got some bullets on your legs. Make sure you're fast, because if you're not, you're fucked. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, can you please smash that like button? That will not only tell me that you guys are enjoying this series, that'll also tell me that you guys are enjoying my channel as a whole. If you are new to the channel, what are you doing? Click that subscribe button. I'm not sure how you haven't done it yet. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys stuck around until the end of the video, can you guys put hashtag Ruziic runs from the popo? That'll tell me who my true fans are, and stuck around until the end of the video. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I love all of your beautiful faces, and I will see all of your beautiful faces on the next one. Peace.
That I'm at an all-time